And on this YouTube channel, we talk everything study abroad opportunities, visas, and everything you need to know so far as, or in as much as it requires you to know the things that studies abroad opportunities entails, all right? So I want to talk again today about one country in the Northern Hemisphere. All right. Well, I refer to it as the Northern Hemisphere. I know it is going to sound somehow archaic to those who didn't study geography or who don't know what it is. But Northern Hemisphere just simply means that it is located in Europe, Northern Europe. All right. So this country is Norway. I want to talk about some of the things you should know before you move to Norway. If you don't watch this video or if you don't know these things, do not move to Norway because it is going to be complicated for you. All right. So now, like I said, I'll be discussing some of the things you should know as an international student, as an immigrant or an aspiring immigrant, all right, who intend to move to Norway anytime soon. Well, there are things you need to know, but first of all, as an international student, I hope you understand that Norway is tuition free. But if you didn't know, understand today or know that today, from today, that Norway is tuition free, all right? Well, not all the universities in Norway are free tuition or does not require you to pay tuition, but I am rather talking about the public universities like Oslo, the University of Oslo, Bergen, Stavanger, Norwegian University of Science and Technology. There are a lot of them, all right? So if you are looking for a free tuition country or a country where you can study without paying tuition fee, know that Norway is the country you should consider. But however, you should understand that though Norway is good, a good country, the people of Norway are good people, there are certain things you should understand before you move to Norway. First, I want to talk about their loneliness, all right? Or let me say the loneliness that you are going to entail or you are going to go through. First, I want to also say that I will be talking about the issue of loneliness here. It doesn't really mean that you are going to be lonely. First, you should understand that loneliness means that you may not have people to interact with often that you need. And Norway is one of those countries that if you are looking for a place that you are going to be jovial with a lot of people, then you shouldn't consider Norway, all right? Because in Norway, you are going to be lonely at certain points, especially when you are new. First, what happens in Norway is that Norwegians are not, let me not say, they value friendship that takes long, all right? So if you are coming from Africa or any other part of the world that maybe probably it's easy to make friends, I'm not talking to with respect to my Cameroon and Nigerian brothers or other nationalities, all right? If you intend to move to Norway, know that it's going to take you a longer time to make friends, all right? And friendship in Norway is not that easy to conquer, all right? What I mean is it may not be easy for you to get friendship. They take time to assess their friends, all right? And with that, it takes a long time for a Norwegian to make friends with you. They are good people, don't get me wrong, all right? So if you are moving to Norway, know that you might probably be lonely for some months, all right, before you even get the real relationships or friendship to move with Norwegians. Now, I don't want to overemphasize on this. Just understand that some certain countries or some certain people or some certain nationalities will need a longer time for them to engage with you in whatsoever thing you are doing, because it is not just easy like that to move on with people you hardly know, all right? So that is what you should know about Norway. Now, let's talk about the issue of jobs. First of all, I always say that it is easy to get jobs in Norway, but there are exceptions. All right. Remember, Norway is one of the let me say the most expensive countries in Europe, if not in Europe but the world. All right. Again, living in Oslo is going to cost you a lot of money. Likewise, the entire Norway. So, if you are looking for jobs in Norway, know that the language in Norway is Norwegian, but you are going to find majority of the people, especially in big cities like Oslo, who speaks English language. All right. So if you are looking for jobs in Norway as a new student or as a new immigrant who recently arrived in Norway, you should try to learn the Norwegian language. This is the reason. If you learn the language, it will be easy for you to integrate with the people, with the population, communicate with them. All right. Because there are some cities that you are going to encounter just old, let me say the older population, all right? Why there are some cities that you are going to meet the younger generations. Or let me say, if you move to Norway and you want to look for a job easily, you may probably be a student. Of course, you are a student and you will be looking for jobs in places like restaurants, hotels, and in these sectors, you are going to find a majority of the population are older people. You are going to see more old people because restaurants, especially, you will be interacting with people who are already old, all right? It's not as if young people don't go to restaurants. So if you must move to Norway, know that it is good to learn the Norwegian language. That is the key here. I am just trying to make you understand that getting a job in Norway easily is if you have the Norwegian language. If not, it is going to be stressful, all right? Because I believe in any country there are rules. Norwegian prefers to work with Norwegians. So you, to stand a chance to get a job, you should try to integrate into their culture or learn their language, all right? So that is what you should understand. Again, the delivery service. Well, someone was telling me he ordered something. The delivery service in Norway, looking at what I try to check, it is not that direct, all right? Things take long to arrive in Norway, and sometimes they are usually very expensive, probably maybe because of custom duties or taxes. I really can't explain that, but again, looking at the position of Norway, remember I said it is located in Northern Europe, Northern Hemisphere. Looking at the position, this, if you, for example, if you ordered something from the United States, like I said, it is going to pass through a lot of places because it arrived in Norway. Sometimes when it goes through a lot of transit, it's usually very expensive. So you should know that for you to order things, especially from the United States, is going to cost you a lot of money, and they will take a longer time to arrive to your destination in Norway or your address in Norway, all right? So that is what you should understand. Again, when I was talking about the job integration or integrating into the Norwegian community, I meant I was also trying to make you understand that there are free schools in Norway. The education is free, all right? Not just Norwegians are studying, internationals like us and some Americans as well. They are also moving to Norway to benefit from these free tuition opportunities. So expect the job industry to be competitive, all right? So that is why learning the Norwegian is going to give you an advantage over certain people who didn't have the Norwegian or who have not understood or studied the language. Because if you are looking for a job in Norway with someone who understands and speaks Norwegian perfectly, the person is going to get this job more than you. That is just a fact. We should understand that, all right? Again, the next thing you should know about Norway is the weather, all right? Remember I said Norway is located in Northern Europe, Northern Hemisphere. For those who study geography, like I said earlier on, they will understand what happens during or what usually happens in the Northern Hemisphere. And countries in the Northern Hemisphere, remember, the higher you go, the colder it becomes, all right? So you should expect Norway to be very cold, all right? Very, very cold, all right? The weather is unpredictable. Sometimes it may snow, sometimes it will be sunny. I was talking to someone a few days ago, and I was asking, didn't you go to the farm? Because I understand she cultivates vegetables behind her house. She was telling me, Milton, where do you want me to go? Everywhere is snow. I was like, in March? She said, yes. So you have to understand all of these things. Norway is very cold. Countries located in Northern Europe are cold. Norway, Sweden, Finland, and all these other places, all right? So if you are going there as a student, make sure you arm yourself very well, and if you don't know these things, do not go, please, all right? Another thing you should understand about Norway is that before you move to Norway, you should have a lot of money. Try to save a lot, all right? This is the reason Norway is one of the most expensive countries in Europe. Not just Europe anyways, I already talked about this before. So if you must move to Norway, if you already have a plan, all right, expect to save a lot, especially if you are moving to bigger cities like Oslo, all right? Remember, I have always said, emphasized times and again that cities, let me say capital cities or bigger cities in all these countries are going to be expensive. Accommodation is going to be expensive. Food is going to be expensive. Transportation is going to be expensive. And that is what happens exactly in Oslo, which is the capital of Norway. So if you must study in Norway, know that Norway is expensive when it comes to food, accommodation, transportation, and so many other things. But expect the return. The return here I mean is if you work with Norwegians or if you work in Norway, of course the salary is going to be very good. So as you pay more for goods and services, you are going to be paid more when it comes to your salary, all right? The jobs you are doing, they will pay you very well. The minimum wage I think in Norway now is around $17 plus, all right? If not $17. So that is what you should understand. It is going to be expensive, but you are going to get good salary from your job. So just know it is going. I'm now talking with respect to those who intend to migrate from Africa and Asia and other places that are not that strong, all right? I hope you understand what I mean by strong. So that is what you should know. Like I said before, it is going to take you a lot of time to integrate, all right, with the Norwegians, because they are, I'm not saying they are not that welcoming. Norway is a country where people are loving, all right, people are very happy to see you. You might talk with a Norwegian today, and tomorrow he or she will pass you on the street as if nothing happened few days ago. So you have to be used to that, all right. But if you are moving from places like Douala, Cameroon, Lagos, Nigeria in particular, because Nigeria, I know you guys are a lot of you, many of you, all right. If you are moving from Nigeria to Norway, do not be shocked, all right. You might arrive Norway and you will be asking, like, you'll be asking people, where are the people in this country, or where are they? You will not be able to see people the way you see them in Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, and all those places in Nigeria, all right? So you may think that Norway is a graveyard. No, that is how it is. It is not big like that, all right? It is a small country, but very expensive. Things in Norway are very good. If you manage to learn an academic, let me say, if you manage to get admissions in Norway, in a Norwegian university, you stand a chance to go far, all right, because it is easy to make money in Norway if at all you understand the dynamics and the techniques, all right. First, try to integrate. Secondly, try to learn the language, thereby integrating with the people, and this way it is going to put you in better position. I must say that if you go to any country, now this is not all about Norway again, if you go to any country, make sure you study their language, all right, because even when I was in Turkey and Cyprus, I used to in fact, even right now, I still speak Turkish, all right, which means that I try to integrate, and all the people I worked with while I was in these countries are all speaking the same language, which is the Turkish language. So if you are in these places, you do not know how to speak the language. Even if you go to Finland, to Germany, try to learn the languages, all right. Sometimes when you get admissions and you are about to migrate, make sure you start learning the language before you even move, because it is going to put you in a better position. I hope you understand. Again, understand, like I said, salaries in Norway are good. The topography is good, all right? If you look at Norway, you are going to see that it is a very nice country. The people, they are well orientated, all right? Everything is good. So, first of all, know all of these things before you move, all right? But when it comes to the issue of the salary, or let me say enough savings I was talking about, I think your blocked account already is going to help you. Your blocked account can pull you through, because remember, if you have an admissions in a Norwegian university, for you to move to Norway, you must prove that you have money. Sometimes before you even apply to the university, some universities, you have to provide a bank statement. When you get admissions, you have to transfer the money to the account given to you by the school. And this money is sometimes above 13,000 US dollars. That's around 123,236 Norwegian krone or more. Some cities would give you more, tell you put more, and if you don't put exactly what they want, I'm sorry, you can't migrate to Norway, all right, because you must get documents from them to show the embassy or whichsoever diplomatic mission is going to grant you a residence permit or visa, all right. So Norway is a good country, very nice country, all right. If you manage to move to Norway, you are making the right decision. That is what I'm going to tell you right now, all right. So know all of these things, all right. Know the weather, know that Norway is expensive, know the people, learn the culture. All these things, they are going to help you, okay. So these are some of the things you should understand, and I believe that it is very, very important.